Hey guys, it's Mark from Erickson Machine and Performance. Today we're going to go through installing a flexible build surface on this Sidewinder X1, and I'm going to show you some different options, which ones I like best, and then in the end you guys can choose what you guys want. Alright, let's get started. Alright guys, before we get started on this video, if you guys want to help this channel out, if you like the content you see, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell to get notified when new videos are up. If you want to go further than that, you really want to support the channel, we now have Erickson Machine and Performance t-shirts, we have stickers. We also have some stickers I posted on Facebook which come in the sticker pack. Show you the direction to go up and down when leveling your bed. Stuff like that. Anything's appreciated, guys. This is a hard time going on. But let's get started. So we're going to be installing the Wham Bam system. I'm also going to be showing you the TH3D system as well. And then you guys can choose what you like. So let's open this up. This is from Wham Bam. So I have this system on my other machine, and I printed, I don't know, 400 or 500 hours on it. I've been very impressed with it. The nice thing is not having to scrape anything with a spatula anymore. You know, just lifting the build surface off, flexing it, and being ready to go. Alright, so this is, so I bought the double Wham Bam kit, so it comes with 2 build plates, 2 PEX sheets, and then the magnetic base. Let's set the other 2 aside. So first, you want to check and make sure, you know, before you order it, make sure you're ordering for the right kit, of course. So we'll check the size. The size is perfect. We're going to set it aside. As I said, I've been lucky. I've been running this on my other machine, which is running over to the side, making masks that we've been donating to nurses. Alright, so the first thing, I've already started cleaning this. We're just going to do one last clean with rubbing alcohol. You want to make sure this is perfectly clean so you end up perfectly flat. Everything seals perfectly and glues down as you want it. There we go. Let me grab a squeegee. Already. Now, there's 2 methods, they say, to laying this. One is kind of like a vinyl graphic that you'd put on a window or whatever, where you spray it down with Windex and liquid solution and then set it down. You can scrape everything out. With my other one, all I did was, you know, I peeled a couple inches up, I set it, and then peeled the back layer, as you're going to see. Worked perfect on my other machine, and that's what I'm going to do now. Either method works fine. It's just kind of what works best for you, I guess. Start peeling this. Make sure as you're setting it down, before you start really tacking, that everything's square. Because after you start laying this first section down, you're going to have a headache undoing it. So what I found to work best is to do about an inch at a time, work it this way, work it this way. I also have a vinyl cutter, so we cut decals and stuff like that. So, you know, luckily I have nice squeegees for doing this type of work, but you can use just your driver's license, a credit card, something like that. So now all we're going to do is we're going to gently lift this up. We're going to pull a couple inches. Same thing. Go side to side, side to side, side to side. As you can see, I'm pulling about an inch, going side, side, pulling an inch, side, side. As you can see, there's absolutely no air bubbles in it so far. Perfect. Alrighty. So now we're going to go down to the flex sheet. So now on the Wham Bam system, you have to put the PEI sheet on it. On the TH3D, this comes with PEX. The TH3D is PEI, which is kind of like the Prusa. Well, not kind of, it is the same material Prusa uses. They're both great materials. I'm using both of them. If I'm totally honest with you, if I hadn't, both of these I purchased, just so everybody knows, none of this was sent to me for free. These are for my machines. I bought them outright. TH3D, I do have an affiliate link that will be in the window, you know, in the video below. If you guys like this, you want to purchase it through them, if you use that link, helps me out, of course, helps the channel out. It would be greatly appreciated. You don't have to, that's your call. The one nice thing, which I'll show you, so the Wham Bam system has a perfectly smooth PEX sheet. Let me move in so you can see. So you get a nice smooth finish, which is really nice. The TH3D has a very light texture, and I found in PLA it holds better. In PETG, they both hold the same. Now on top of that, at the very end, I'll show you TH3D also has a textured, which has a heavy texture, which is really just not to have a smooth surface on your part. Doesn't help adhere, it's just for a look, basically. So the other nice thing with the TH3D is the PEX sheet, or the PEI sheet, that one's PEI, comes pre-installed, so there's no way you can screw it up. And on my other one, I didn't screw it up, but there was a couple little air voids that were kind of funny. But to be fair, they helped me out. So Wham Bam has been awesome with their support. Any questions I've had, they've helped me. Awesome system. I have it on both my machines. You know, and now I have a few different build systems. You know, quite literally the past 2 weeks, both of these machines have been running 24 hours a day, making visors or masks for the people that are helping fight this COVID nightmare that we're going through. Alrighty, so now we're just going to clean this with a little more IPA. If anybody knows a good place at the moment with everything going on to buy alcohol, please let me know. Unfortunately, I'm down to my last little bit. My main thing is building performance engines. I run a CNC machine shop. So I have alcohol that I have dyed for CCing cylinder heads, which I've now only been using for cleaning this, but it's dyed green, and I'm down to my last little bit, unfortunately. So if anybody in the comments below, please tell me where you guys have been getting it, or if there's another product that you guys have had good success using, please let me know in the comments below, because I need to figure that one out. So once again, just like we did before, we're going to peel about an inch, we're going to set it down, and then we're going to go back and forth about an inch at a time until we get the whole sheet down. So the one thing when you're peeling this, make sure not to put your fingerprint on the PEX sheet, because obviously it's going to leave a mark. Make sure that we're nice and even, which we are, and we'll start out. So we'll go a little bit this way, a little bit that way, a little bit this way, a little bit that way, back and forth. Now this is really the thing, it's more slow and steady wins the race. Get all the air bubbles out, because if you have a big air bubble, you're going to end up having a high spot, which is going to affect your print. Pull another inch. Pull another inch. The one thing I will say with using both of them, the TH3D and the Wham Bam system, I couldn't own a 3D printer without a flexible build plate after this. It just makes it so easy to remove parts. And this is definitely one of those slow as steady wins the race. Don't rush at it. Stretch. Man, that one came out flawless. Perfect. Now, all you do, you peel up the protective layer, and you're ready to rock and roll. So now, let me show you the differences. So, this is the Wham Bam. The other nice thing with these is they're interchangeable. So if you buy the Wham Bam system, you want to buy an extra build plate, you can buy one from TH3D. I believe there's a couple other companies also making them at the moment. These are just the two that I've used. So the Wham Bam system, awesome. Completely smooth build surface, so you'll end up with like a glass smooth finish. The first TH3D, this one's PEX, this is PEI, like the Prusa machines come with. So this has a very light texture on it. This on PLA I find holds better than the Wham Bam, but on PETG they hold the same. I've only tested these on PLA and PETG. And then this is the textured. So zoom in a little bit so you can see there's kind of a heavy texture in it. So you'll end up with a nicer texture on the surface of the part. The only downside to this is one, it's a slightly different thickness than the other two. And two, if you damage it, you have to replace it because this is all built into the coating. These are laid on top. Although I don't know if you'd actually be able to separate the PEI or PEX sheet without damaging the build surface. Alrighty, so the next thing I'm going to show in this, we're also going to put these silicone, zoom in, so to replace the springs to help this thing stay level more often, or so I've been told. This will be the first time I'm doing it on any of the machines. Oh, real quick, so this will show you the difference. So this is the PEX. If you can see, you can see it's like glassy smooth on the bottom. That is the PEX, and then the PEI from TH3D is here. So you can see there's just a very light texture. It's nothing insane, but there is a difference. All right, so let's remove this. So we're just going to unscrew all the leveling screws. As I drop one. Then we'll go to the next one. Last two leveling screws to remove. Just lightly flip the bed over, remove the screws that were taken out. Put the silicone pads in. Put the bed back down, make sure that you take the twist out of the cable. reinstalling the bed. Definitely a tricky spot with the camera stand in the way. There we go. '90th time's the charm. And the last one. Now I purchased these for the CR10 Pro, so supposedly they fit the same. I guess we're about to find out. So let's throw on the Wham Bam surface. Now the other thing we have to do with the Wham Bam surface that they tell you, which the nice thing is they actually supply you with it, so we're going to use the piece of Scotch-Brite they give you. So they give you, not Scotch-Brite, sorry, steel wool. So they say to take a little alcohol, put it on the build surface, and then use the Scotch-Brite to just scuff it up to give the surface something to grip onto. Also clean it, obviously. There we go. Put a little more down and just wipe her off. There we go. So now we're just going to heat up the hot end. Heat up the bed to the temperature we're going to run this at. Alrighty, so let's go to level. Before we start, I'm going to crank these down a little bit, just so that way I have an idea how much. I'd rather me have to go up than it crash into the bed, especially with a brand new PEX sheet on it. So let's go to level. So also, whenever I'm doing it, before it makes the move, I make sure the paper's under it, so you're not putting, you know, a 220C hot end right on the sheet. There we go, which we're pushing way too hard on it. Move back. There we go. Alrighty. Just want to make sure not to melt a hole in the damn thing. Alright. There we go. Nice tension on that. Let's bring this over and check this one out. Nice tension there. Just raise the two rear. Well, lower the two rear. So I guess it's from my CNC machining background, I'd rather have it too low and bring it up than have it too high and put a ton of pressure on everything. There we go. All right, move back to the first. Alright. So normally on like a first setup like this, I will go 2 or 3 times around, because as you adjust all of them a little bit, it can all move. See, like this one's no longer touching. Then I'll move it up and down a couple times to make sure nothing funky is going on. Perfect. Perfect. A little bit tight. Perfect. Alrighty. Alrighty, so we are ready to rock and roll for our first print. So, I hope you guys liked the video. Once again, if you guys take a second, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the little bell, and thanks again for watching, guys. Alright guys, so in the end, the two systems, you have two options, alright? The Wham Bam system is 86 bucks. It gives you the PEX build sheet, the flexible steel build sheet that you put the PEX on, and the magnetic build surface. If you go to TH3D, the system ends up being just under 50 bucks, which includes the magnetic plate that goes on the bed, and then either the smooth or the textured build plate. Then of course with either one, you could buy extra build surfaces if you like. Either one of these are great. I'm using both of them. I'm thrilled with them. The one thing I will say, for the savings of 30 bucks and TH3D has them in the US, it works out better for me. But both of them are phenomenal. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. You guys have a great night.